it's no longer a rumor. Tesla has started delivering the first 100 tiny houses in California and New Mexico. And this is the feedback from one of the first customers.
Bigger rooms, I think they're going to feel it's a very spacious and livable property. How solid it feels and how quiet it seems inside. It just seems like it's got some real substance to it.
My first impression seeing it in person was awe. It truly is compact as advertised, and it truly does unfold in a very short period of time.
It's straightforward and easy. Things are thought out well and they're laid out well to make it go quickly.
Okay, up until now, very few of us actually knew that Elon Musk has moved Tesla into a completely new field. The company started accepting 100 orders in 2023, and they've only just been able to deliver them. These 200-foot homes cost just $7,999 without furniture and are manufactured entirely at Giga Nevada. As the first customers to receive the tiny house shared, it's much roomier than they thought, and the installation time is absolutely incredible. The whole process takes just a few hours. Even though the space is only 200 square feet, it feels like a real home where you can relax, cook, and even invite friends over. Another idea is that you could absolutely buy them and rent them out for a business. So, how do you order a Tesla tiny house? What's inside this home? And will it truly be sustainable over many years? Here is what Elon Musk has revealed. Discover it now. Okay, you might be wondering why Tesla, a company specializing in electric vehicles, energy products, and robotics, is venturing into the real estate sector. It's actually quite perplexing. And here is the reason Elon Musk revealed he emphasized in the Q4 earnings call last year that housing would be a top issue in the next decade and billions of people can't afford a home. Tesla has enough resources to build casitas that anyone can buy, and these low-cost casitas could generate significant profit for the company alongside EV production, as the demand for them will be enormous. That is what the Tesla CEO shared about the company's reason for launching the tiny house. Of course, Elon Musk doesn't just start a business without prior research. This is precisely why he spent over 3 months living in a small 375-foot house installed in Bocaca, Texas, near SpaceX's Starbase facility. He used it as his primary residence workspace and a place to host guests. Following this trial, the Tesla CEO assessed that it was in no way inferior to any traditional house, even with a much smaller space. This served as the stepping stone for Tesla to begin manufacturing the tiny house. So, how did Tesla build the tiny house? Is it made of drywall or a premium material? During the earnings call last year, Elon Musk briefly mentioned how Tesla embarked on this project. He admitted that fundamentally, it was a completely new beginning, entirely different from anything the company had produced before. At the Nevada factory, there were no existing production lines for manufacturing the tiny house modules. Tesla had to design the entire machinery and assembly line itself. That is the reason why the company has only just delivered the first tiny houses. Even though customers placed orders back in 2022, yes, the entire construction process takes place completely within the factory, where every stage is fully automated, tightly controlled, and repeated with high precision. Here, the wall panels for the living room, bathroom, kitchen, the floor, and the roof are cut by CNC machines. The steel frames are robot welded, and the insulation layer is automatically sprayed to ensure absolute airtightness. Tesla engineers call this process house manufacturing, meaning producing housing like an industrial product, a completely different approach compared to traditional on-site construction. The materials constituting a Tesla casita are also groundbreaking. Instead of plywood or drywall, Tesla uses a composite panel system consisting of an EPS foam core sandwiched between 2 layers of magnesium oxide boards, a material with excellent fire resistance, termite resistance, soundproofing, and thermal insulation capabilities. The main module of the house is made of lightweight galvanized steel to ensure both good structural support and ease of folding. Tesla's machinery presses them together with more than 250,000 pounds of force, creating ultra-durable modules, each measuring approximately 6 m by 2.6 m. Every module comes pre-integrated with all electrical, plumbing, HVAC, lighting, and basic furnishings right inside the factory. As a result, when it leaves the facility, it is virtually a plug-and-play home, requiring only unfolding and connection to power and water sources at the installation site. And of course, Tesla doesn't stop there. If you spend extra, each home can be integrated with a solar roof, a Powerwall, and the company's smart home connectivity via the Tesla app, making the house completely energy self-sufficient and self-sustaining. Once you place an order, the process moves very quickly. The entire home is built, packaged, and shipped in record time. Each tiny house can be folded into a compact block, easily loaded onto a truck. And yes, Tesla even uses its fleet of semi-trucks to deliver them across the US or transports them overseas using standard shipping containers. Yeah, you can see thanks to the special hinge design at the corners and the anti-deformation sliding joint system, the house can be unfolded in about an hour without the need for a large crane or specialized equipment. This is the key factor that differentiates the Tesla tiny house from other prefab models. Upon arrival at the destination, engineers simply lower the module onto the prepared site, unfold the walls, raise the roof, secure the steel frame, and connect the electrical, plumbing, and drainage systems. The entire installation process for a casita takes only 2 to 3 hours. Built to last up to 16 years before needing a major renovation. Every wall panel and exterior sheet has been stress-tested for durability, fire-resistant, waterproof, mold-proof, and corrosion-proof. Okay, let's be honest. With a total weight of just around 6,000 pounds, this isn't a bunker. Yeah, a lightweight home like this won't stand up to a hurricane, flood, or earthquake the way a traditional house might. But thanks to its reinforced shell and weather-resistant exterior, it's engineered to handle most climates and stay as solid as anything in its class. For under $8,000, you get a cozy 200-foot living space. And surprisingly, it's beautifully designed. The layout feels warm and open, not cramped with 4 separate zones and 9.5 feet high ceilings that make the space feel taller and airier than you'd expect. It's perfect for 2 or 3 people, and if you ever need more room, Tesla's got you covered. But here's the genius part. As we said, these homes are modular. You can connect multiple units side by side or even stack them to create 2 or 3-story structures, easily accommodating a family of 5. Need an extra bedroom or a home office? Just add another module horizontally or vertically, and your house expands instantly. Sure, more modules mean a higher price tag and a bit more setup time, but this kind of scalable living system is exactly the kind of clever engineering that defines Tesla. Alright, that's basically how tiny house is built and installed. Now, let's talk about what really counts. What's actually inside Tesla tiny house? And does it feel hard to breathe living inside? Although we haven't actually gotten to experience stepping inside the Tesla tiny house, it's clear that the reactions of the customers at the beginning of the video are the most reliable evidence of a spacious interior. First off, as we mentioned earlier, Tesla has built enough modules for all the different areas, the living room, the bathroom, and the kitchen. So essentially, customers still have enough living areas within this 200-foot space. It's just that the rooms are contiguous, and there isn't a lot of extra free space. This means that everything inside is arranged efficiently down to the very last inch. Yeah, every inch feels thought out. It's warm, balanced, and effortlessly sleek in that unmistakable Tesla style, where minimalism somehow feels rich, not empty. Right in the heart of it all, there's a living room-bedroom hybrid that defines the entire space. Against the wall sits a clean, neutral-tone sofa, simple, refined, and perfectly framed. But here's where Tesla pulls its signature trick. With one smooth pull, that sofa unfolds into a cozy double bed, complete with built-in bedding and hidden pillows. Just like that, your daytime hangout becomes a calm, inviting place to crash. And yes, you can still mount a 60 inches TV on the wall. No compromises. There are shelves beside it for books, framed photos, or whatever little personal touches make the space yours. The layout might be compact, but it never feels tight. You can still host a couple friends, share a drink, or unwind after work without bumping elbows. That's the brilliance of the Tesla tiny house. It's small, but it feels big. Now let's talk lighting because wow, Tesla absolutely nailed it. Massive windows flood the space with natural light, giving it that airy, open feel that makes you forget the square footage. It's cozy yet breathable. And those windows aren't just for looks. They're double-pane insulated glass, keeping the temperature comfortable and energy costs low. When night falls, the LED lighting system takes over. Warm, efficient, and perfectly placed to cast that soft evening glow. Every light works in sync with the home's solar power setup, so nothing feels wasted. It's efficient, elegant, and unmistakably Tesla, a perfect harmony of smart design and sustainable living. With this design, during the day, sunlight pours through the wide windows, blurring the boundary between inside and outside. You honestly feel like nature just stepped in for a visit. Then, when evening settles in, the smart curtains glide shut all by themselves, wrapping the place in calm privacy. One quick tap on the Tesla app, and just like that, the world outside disappears. But, step a little further past the living area, and you'll find something you'd never expect. A private bathroom that completely redefines what small can be. Yeah, it's compact, but doesn't feel that way. Soft daylight slips through frosted tempered glass doors, keeping it bright without sacrificing privacy. Inside, you've got a sleek glass shower with a rainfall head, a modern floating sink with a mirrored cabinet, and a smooth minimalist toilet. All made from premium easy clean materials that look as good as they work. Now, you might be thinking, there's no way you can cook in a 200-foot house, right? Because one round of barbecue or fried chicken, and the smell would stick around forever. But here's the thing, it doesn't. Okay, to be honest, the kitchen is small, sure, but the design is ridiculously clever. Every inch is used smartly. An induction cooktop, built-in oven, compact fridge, even a mini dishwasher. It's like Tesla looked at a shoebox and said, let's fit a full kitchen in here. And somehow made it happen. Above the counter, layered cabinets reach up the wall, giving you more storage than you'd ever expect in a tiny home. And the best part, the counter hides a fold-down dining table. One quick motion and boom, it transforms into a cozy table for two. When you're done, fold it back up and the clean, minimalist vibe instantly returns. Of course, this wouldn't be Tesla if it didn't think about the air too. The built-in ventilation and purification system quietly filters and refreshes the space around the clock, clearing smoke, cooking odors, and dust, so the air always feels fresh, crisp, and ready for whatever's next. Sure, the Tesla tiny house has everything you need. A kitchen, a cozy bedroom, a bathroom, and a shared living space. Okay, but let's be real. It's not meant to replace your full-size home. With just 200 square feet, it's perfect for two people, maybe a young couple or anyone who's into that simple, clutter-free lifestyle. Now, if you've got kids or a bigger family, it might start to feel a little snug. But here's where it gets interesting. Tesla actually built this thing to grow with you. You can connect extra modules, add another 200 or even 400 square feet, and suddenly you're looking at a 2- or 3-story setup. What started as a minimalist retreat becomes a flexible modern home big enough for a family of 5. And through it all, you still keep that sleek Tesla design, sustainability, and energy efficiency that make this tiny home so different from anything else out there. Here's the beauty of it. With the Tesla tiny house, you don't have to live big to live well. You can start small and expand as your life changes.